Hey everyone, it's me, Corrie Sommers, your local Los Angeles realtor. What is happening in real estate? I mean, are we about to see an implosion here, or is the opposite going on? You really want to stay tuned to find out today and get all the information you need to really understand what's happening in real estate here in Los Angeles. As I give you a quick 3 seconds to get yourself situated, if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please take this moment to subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button and bell below. I'll be right back. Hey everyone, it's me, Corrie Sommers, your local Los Angeles luxury realtor. So at least once a week, with all of the news that's out there and the headlines, and I'm going to be frank, the fear factor, rising interest rates, recession, at least once a week I get asked what's really happening with real estate here in Los Angeles. How does what's going on nationally affect us here locally? And there's several pieces of information that are very important to help you understand what's really going on. So we're going to go over those things today. That is the number of homes that are on the market. How many days does it take for a home to go under contract? How many homes are actually under contract? That speaks to demand right now. And of course, price reductions, because I can't tell you how many times I get asked, or told rather, oh, I'm going to wait for prices to start dropping. But we're going to get into real actual facts and numbers so that you can really digest this and be able to make the best decisions for you and your family. So let's talk the total number of homes actually for sale, right? So throughout Los Angeles County right now, there are 50,642 homes available for sale. Now, just a month ago, from August 1st to August 30th, there were a total of 52,718 homes. So what is that telling us? There's like 2,000 less homes available for sale in the market today than there were just a month ago. That's the opposite of a market that's headed into a buyer's market. We are actually still seeing limited inventory coming to market. Now, let's break this down by the key areas that I like to cover to give you guys a feel of what's happening in the LA Basin as well as the San Fernando Valley. So in Toluca Lake, there's 21 homes available on the market. In Studio City, there's 118 homes available on the market. In Sherman Oaks, that number goes to 163. Encino actually saw a slight uptick with 167 homes currently on the market. Santa Monica has 84 homes on the market. Brentwood has 92, and Beverly Hills has 112. So if you've watched the video from last month, or if you're starting to watch these month to month, you'll see some shifts in the numbers. Now, even if you haven't watched some of the past videos, I do recommend after this video, go and watch last month so you can really compare numbers. If you're tracking this, it really will help you to understand what is going to be best for you and your family. So let's talk about the next key factor, and that's the average number of days it takes for a home to go under contract, because this is important. It talks about the mindset of buyers. It really shows what's happening with buyer demand. So in Toluca Lake, now I first and foremost have to say this all the time, homes in Toluca Lake have historically taken longer to sell than other parts of Los Angeles. It's a unique area, and people that buy in Toluca Lake tend to stay here beyond the normal average of homeowners in other parts of the city. So in Toluca Lake, on average, 145 days before a home went under contract. In Studio City, it was 25 days, so less than a month. In Sherman Oaks, really close to that too, 27 days. Encino was 28 days. Brentwood and Beverly Hills have always taken a little longer, so Brentwood took 44 days and Beverly Hills took 69. So let's go over the number of homes on contract, in agreement, in escrow, under contract in these areas, which really speaks to the demand, right? So in Toluca Lake, there's 3 homes in escrow. In Studio City, it's 29. Sherman Oaks is 53. Encino is 24. Santa Monica, 23. Brentwood is 18. And Beverly Hills is a whopping 14. So again, this is kind of showing that there's a little bit of slowing, right? Because there's not a whole lot in contract right now. One of the things that I really feel is also very important to share with you and for you to keep track of, because it really shows what's going on. Keep in mind, we have now entered October. This is where we start historically seeing a slowing in real estate in Los Angeles, because this is when most people are gearing up for vacations, the holidays, production is wrapping and winding down. And so all of those things allow for people to do things that they normally don't get to do. And housing is not always the first on the list, right? So we're going to go over the inventory that was on the market last year during the month of September versus this year during the month of September. So first up, LA County as a whole in September of 2021, there were 46,171 homes on the market. In September of 2022, there were 52,718 homes on the market. So there definitely was an uptick in the number of properties that came to market. So that's a good sign, right? In Toluca Lake, very interesting. September of 2021, there was 21 homes. September of 2022, 21 homes. So in Studio City in September of 2021, there were 115 homes on the market. September of 2022, 118 homes on the market. When we shift over just a little bit to Sherman Oaks, there were 160 homes on the market in September of 2021, but in September of 2022, there was 163. So we are seeing just a slight uptick, right? In Encino, we're going to see the same thing. In September of 2021, 132 homes on the market. In September of 2022, 167. As we go over to the west part of Los Angeles or the LA Basin, we've got Santa Monica, and in September of 2021, there was 122 homes on the market, and September of 2022, only 84 homes. So there was definitely a decline there. Brentwood, we're going to see this very similar thing. In September of 2021, there was 117 homes on the market. In September of 2022, 92 homes on the market. Now, what's interesting is Beverly Hills stays the same year to year. So September of 2021, there was 112 homes on the market. September 2022, 112 homes. So very, very consistent right there. The last factor that I think is important to really track, because this definitely shows you something that's happening in the marketplace, is price reductions, right? If we're seeing a large amount of price reductions, that's saying something. But if we're seeing a small amount of price reductions, that can be sellers that were overly ambitious. That could be not accounting for the slowing in the market and still pricing a home at what it might have sold or come to market 3 months ago. You know, there is a little bit of a minutia to this, or a strategy, not so much strategy, but a talent and a dance, if you will. So in September, for price reductions, Toluca Lake had 7 price reductions. Studio City had 17. Sherman Oaks had 28. Encino had 29. Santa Monica had 11. Brentwood had 13. And Beverly Hills had 16. So that's, again, not a whole lot of price reductions going on. But what else is really impacting our market today, right? So first of all, let's talk about unemployment. Right now, the unemployment rate is 3.7%. That's really low. So we've got people employed. That's wonderful. What about foreclosures? I think at least every couple months I have someone that reaches out and says, hey, I want to find out how I can get a foreclosure. Well, the reality is right now, the amount of foreclosures that are in the market is 0.4%. That's not a lot. And really, to make you understand, when we talk about the Great Recession, when there was all these foreclosures, that was at a 14% rate. So 0.4 versus 14% is like next to none. Now, yes, the feds did raise interest rates last year. Now, interest rates are not the same as mortgage rates, right? But they do affect mortgage rates. And the mortgage industry as a whole did have a knee-jerk reaction. They're overcompensating. They're concerned about what's going to happen when they package and sell loans. So they did raise rates. That is absolute fact. And that definitely will impact your buying power. Overall, though, inventory in California is low. It's like 25% down from what it was just a couple years ago. A lot of homeowners refied during the historic lows. I mean, you have people that are in interest rates of 1.9, 1.75, 2%. That's wild and amazing. So to sell their home and then buy to a 7%, that can be a lot for people to process. But keep in mind, there are always life events that happen. I literally know somebody that purchased their forever home and 2 months later got a job offer and had to move to South Orange County. They were devastated because it's just not commutable. It's not realistically commutable to commute from, say, the hills in Sherman Oaks all the way down to Laguna Niguel. It does not work. So they had to sell their home. The same is true. You have people that are downsizing for need and economics. You have people that are having children and they have to upsize. People that are now working from home and they don't have the space. So there are definitely life factors and life events that will still cause people, sellers, sellers to actually sell their home. So there will be inventory coming on. It's just not a lot, and it's still very, very slim, and this is causing prices to stay strong. We're not seeing big drops in prices as they're coming to market. Overall, again, we're not at the peak, but we're also, because we're not at the peak and because there's such limited inventory coupled with interest rates, we're not seeing prices being driven up the way they were just earlier this year. So as a buyer, yes, the interest rates might impact the amount of home you can purchase and what that mortgage payment is. But if you focus on what your mortgage payment is and work backwards and see what your price point and budget is for a home, you can still get a home today. And the great news is you have less competition. This is still a perfect time to buy. And for sellers, there's limited inventory. So you still have a pool of buyers out there that need to buy a home. So I hope this information is helpful to you. Again, I am tracking this every month to help you be educated and informed so that you can make the best decision for your family. Now, let's say you have been thinking about selling your home and you're a little nervous because, you've got to buy a new one. You don't have a new one yet. You're maybe wondering what a cash offer could get for you. I have this great program that I'm going to be recording a video on shortly to share with you. But if you want to just find out what you could get a cash offer for your home today, click on the links below. Other than that, everybody, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. Got more great stuff for you coming up. Thanks for watching. If you would like to book a call with me to discuss any questions you might have, thoughts about your home, updates you might need, plans you have coming down the road, if you're thinking about selling your home, just click on the link below to get on my calendar for a quick 15-20 minute call, and we can talk about these things at your convenience. No obligation. I'm just happy to help out in any way possible. So just reserve that time slot below. Be sure to give me just a little bit of information, and I really look forward to speaking with you. Also, if you're thinking about selling, be sure to click the seller's playlist below, because that will help you kind of refresh what it takes to sell a home and what you can expect. Thank you guys again so much for watching. More videos coming soon.